in this video I'm going to show you how to calculate the mean, that could be called the average, from a frequency table. So what we have here is data's already been organised into the frequency table, and we need the context of the data. So we're dealing with people at a party. So we have the age of the people at the party. So we can see here, first of all, there are 5 people at the party who are 18 years of age. 15 people at the party were 19 years of age, and 17 people at the party were 20, and so on. So 13 were 21, and there were 10 22-year-olds. Before you dive in and calculate the mean, you need to understand what is the data. We're dealing with the age of the people at the party. So our data is age. So if I work out the average, or the mean, I need to make sure I get a number somewhere between 18 and 22. Here, this is the frequency. This tells me how frequent or how many people of each age group were at the party. And if I total the frequency, I get the total amount of data that I have about the ages of those people at the party. So it actually tells me how many people were at the party. So this comes to 20, 30 is 50, 60 people were at the party. So let's work out the mean. Now, the mean usually says if we sum all of the add up all the data, so we need to add up all 60 people's pieces of data, their age, and then we divide by how many people we have, which is 60. Well, let's have a look. If I was to imagine these people all in a line, they're all in order of their age, but I'd have the first 5 people would be 18. After that 5th person, there would be 15 more people in the line that were 19. And then there would be 17 people who were 20 and so on. So let's just focus on those 18-year-olds. If I'm going to add up their ages, because that's what I want to do, and add up the data, I'm going to go 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18. I would add up 5 18-year-olds. And the more efficient way of doing that is to say, well, okay, the sum of their ages is 18 times 5. So I'm going to create a new column, and I'm going to call this XF. And what I'm going to do is multiply 18 times 5. 18 times 5 will give me the sum of all those 18-year-olds, or their ages. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the next 15 people, and I'm going to add up all of their ages by going 15 lots of 19-year-olds. And I'm going to do the same with the 20-year-olds. I'm going to say, well, there are 17 of them that are 20, so if I add up their ages, I'm going to do 20 times 17, and so on. So I'm going to put, and you don't need to put your work in here, I will, to show you what I've done. So and you are allowed to use a calculator for this. So I might just pause the video, because there's some big numbers. I should be able to work these out. Hold on. Okay, so as you can see, I've worked all the answers out. Now I've also put this extra number here. This is the total of all of the people's ages at the party. So all 60 people's ages total to 1,208. Now let's have a look using that new Greek letter that I introduced, which means the sum of. The sum of our x multiplied by f, because we took our data 18 years of age, and we multiplied it by how many people were 18 years of age. So we did x times f for each of the categories. So I summed at the bottom here all of my x times f, and then I divide by the total number of people, which is the sum of the frequency. So I'm going to need a calculator for that. We say x bar equals 1,208 divided by 60, which comes to, and I should remember, get a number between 18 and 22. My calculator, I get 20.13 recurring. Our mean is 20.13, so our mean is 20 years of age. Okay, so that looks about right. You can see there's a few either side. It looks about right. So I've got a reasonable age for the mean age at that party.